break into rich people's homes. And all of a sudden I hear a man's voice say, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I turn around and there's a man in the doorway. He was big as hell. I mean, he was like the whole door frame. So I was like, oh shit. And I promise you, I don't know where this came from, but I was like, I'm a juvenile. I'm a juvenile. Don't touch me. I'm a juvenile. I put my hands up because I wanted to startle him. I turned around and I bolted out the window. When I bolted out the window, I ran, I jumped the fence. I get into my car. You know, I was like really athletic. I was jumping fences, parkour. And then I get in the car. When I get in the car, I start to drive off and I look over my purse and I'm like, the probation papers with my name and my address and my birth date and like everything else. Just here we are. Come get me, are on this guy's dresser. So at this point I was like, okay, I have to make a decision. There's like a 50-50 shot. And I always tell this part of the story with this because I remember having this conversation with myself. So I was like, okay, Jen, you can go back and there's a 50-50 shot of getting caught. He can walk in on you and tackle you to the ground. But there's also a 50-50 chance you could get out scot-free and be done. So, you know,
there's 100% chance that you're going to jail if you don't.
Right. So I was like, I'm going to take the 50-50.
Yeah.
The 100% is not looking good. I'm taking the 50-50. So I jumped the neighbor's fence, trying to kind of hear and gauge what was going on. And that's when I heard him outside and I jumped his fence and went back in through the broken window. But when I went back out of his house, now as I think I'm about to get away and hurdle my last fence, I get tackled to the ground and then he hit on me and then he held my arms till the police came. So I ended up getting sentenced to 2 years of community control without the monitor.
And you need jail time. You're a menace.
I did. I'm not going to lie, I did. So I ended up getting sentenced to the Phoenix House, which is a rehab in Ocala, Florida. I graduated that program. I met my son's father. I met a guy. And when I met this guy, he's a very nice guy, good family, never been in trouble, never been arrested. He just thought I was super exciting, a lot of fun. I think I was to him kind of like what the Russian was to me,
right,
because I was like exciting and something so different than he had ever dated. I met him and things were all right for a little while. He didn't know anything about my life. He didn't know how I ended up in that city. I told him I was there for a change of scenery, just change of pace, wanted to slow it down a bit, come here and go to school because I had enrolled in the community college just to do something while I was there. But I relapsed again. Now I've like kind of, fine-tuned the burglaries. I know what I'm doing now. So now I'm in a whole new town, a whole new stomping ground with new homes, more rich people. And I've fine-tuned all the things that didn't work the first go round, like leaving my probation papers on someone's desk, So now I've fine-tuned everything regarding my career, criminal lifestyle, and I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to go back to what I do best.